So today I'm going to have a go at cooking a full English breakfast using the newest Jetboil Flash 2.0. We've had a couple of days of pretty bad weather. It's not too bad today, and Jo's at work and she's left me to fend for myself. So I've come out for one of my favourite little walks, bought all the stuff for full English, and we'll see how we go. So autumn's well and truly set in. Some of the trees are almost bare. Just look at these colours. I love all these rusty oranges and browns. I say the same thing every year. Autumn is definitely my favourite season. So I've just had a little look, and I can't believe it's 5.5 years since I cooked a full English breakfast using a Jetboil. It was lockdown and we couldn't go anywhere. I had the tent set up in the back garden, cooked a fantastic full English with the Minimo, which is allegedly a better stove for cooking with. But you know, more recently, in the last year anyway, I've got the new version of the Flash, so why not? Went in, well, still in Sheffield, believe it or not. Somebody always has to spoil things, don't they? It's a beautiful spot. I can see why people want to come here, but why? There's no need for that. Let's have a little bit of a tidy up. It's not perfect. Hopefully the rain washes that away. So I'm hoping this breakfast is going to be a little bit easier to cook. I've prepared as much as I can in advance, so there's no chopping to do or anything like that. Should be easier to clean up as well. That's the Jetboil Flash, the newer version. I made quite a few nice little improvements to it. Don't know how much gas I've got, so I brought a spare one just in case. Let's get my priorities sorted, get the kettle on. Might be enough gas in there. There we go. So that's one of the first improvements. They've got a built-in igniter and an easy place to grab hold of your stove. So you just turn it, click and then ignite. Oh, there we go. I'm going to use quite a bit more water than I'm going to need for my cuppa. Glug, 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 glug. So this is how I'm going to cook my beans. Let me show you. So what I have done, instead of having to, so when I did my last fry up, I put the beans in the frying pan at the end and they weren't great, to be honest with you. So this time I've Ziploc bagged some, so I put one of them little small tins into one of my sous vide bags, so vacuum packed it so I can boil the water for the brew, drop those in, bring it back to the boil, and I'm going to use the pot then to keep all of my food warm. I'll show you that as well. So lighting it up is quite a bit easier, look. That is it. It's a little bit windy, so hopefully everything goes to plan. I haven't seen a soul yet. not complaining. It looks like the reservoirs are filling up a little bit. They've all been quite low over the last few months. So we're not far off a boil. Going to get a few things prepared. This is the plate that I'm using for my dinner today. Breakfast, should I say. I bought some bread and butter with me. I could do toast quite easily, but more often than not, when I'm having a breakfast, I go bread and butter. Let me just put that in there. I'm going to use this as to keep some of my food warm. So that's my lid for the plate. I'm going to replace the lid from the Jetboil with this plate. So hopefully it'll heat the plate up a little bit. Orange indicator says we're cooking. Plate's not hot yet. Right, we are bubbling. Don't want the steam to burn my hands. Coffee first. Right, I'm going to put that on there. Get the beans in. And put a little bit more water in just to cover things up. Don't know how many waters I'm getting on the go. And then just bring this back up to the boil. I could have put the beans in right at the start and then used the same water for my cuppa, but I find whenever I put anything like a foil bag in it or plastic, although that is food safe and it is safe to boil, I find I get a little bit of a funny taste. It's probably just in my head. Good start, this is. Good start. So that's come to the boil. It's just been simmering away for a minute. I'm going to turn the gas off and then I'm going to lift this off. Just put it to one side. So now that is keeping my beans red hot and it's also keeping the plate warm as well. So I need the next part of my stove, which is this little pan support, frying pan support. This doesn't come with the stove, so you do have to pay extra for this, and it's about 10 quid. And it just pushes on, I believe. That's it. Really easy, and then these little arms fold out. So let's get the pan out. I haven't brought my Jetboil pan with me. It is in my new little gear storage place somewhere, buried. So I bought this one instead. But this is a decent pan. Do I need anything else? So what have we got in the little goodie bag? Like I said, we've gone bread and butter, pre-done. Got some baby button mushrooms, black pudding, eggs, a couple of slices of bacon and a couple of sausages as well, just little chipolata ones, and then there's some lard for cooking it in. So let's get the things on that take the longest to cook, I think. So I'm going to fire it up again. Try and find where I put my little knife. I'm bobbing a little bit of lard in there. So I've sort of shied away now from seed oils. Although it's one of them things, some people say they're bad for you, some people say these more saturated fats are bad for you. But personal preference, you do you, I'll do me. So I'm hoping I bought my little spatula thing. Voila. And I'm going to put in the things that take the longest to cook, and I find that they are mushrooms. I've only gone for little tiny ones, this sort of size, and I'm not even going to bother cutting them, although cutting them, they'd cook a bit quicker, wouldn't they? Tell you what I'm going to do, and we'll cut them in half. Bought my little open L knife, took the locking ring off it so I don't get into trouble. Very sharp though, so need to be careful doing this. Concentrate on the knife pull. I'm just like cutting through to almost the end and then breaking them. Last one. I just bought a little bit of oak smoked bacon and sausages. Well, the sausages aren't oak smoked. Better be careful with those sausages over the top of me coffee if you've seen that video. Let's get the sausages in the pan now. Oh, a little tiny sizzle, so the pan is starting to warm. So I've gone for chipolatas because they're thinner and they're easier to cook. So the one thing I've noticed with this Jetboil is the gas is whacked up to full. So it's not as powerful as the Minimo. It's meant to be used more efficiently with one of these heatsink things, so they don't blow quite as hot. But I suppose that stops you burning your food as well, doesn't it? Hopefully. Starting to sizzle a little bit now. Let's get some bacon in as well. This looks lovely. Oh yes. I would like to be able to turn the heat up just a little bit. It's just started to rain. That's typical, isn't it? I'm here now though, so I'm just going to have to roll with it, aren't I? Although I don't think it's a million miles off cooking. Just I'd like that bacon a little bit crispier. That is looking alright now. I think it's time. Black pudding, I forgot it. I'll have to cut this very thin, otherwise it's not going to cut. Only need a little bit anyway. It's got a bit of seat on it. Get it in there. Get that flipped over. There we go. All that's missing now is a fried egg, so I'm going to bring this over. This plate is warm. And just put one or two of these bits and bobs on here just to create some space. Start plating up. Leave them in. I'm performing under a live studio audience today, look. Passerby. Well, you said it was easy talking to the camera. What's your name anyway?
My name's Kyle.
Kyle. So Kyle's just not trying to make me feel uncomfortable, but it's very difficult.
No,
but it's difficult. You know, when you study just filming yourself, it's quite easy. This takes some getting used to when you're doing it in front of somebody else. Back to the fried egg. Just put it in one of these little, whatever they're called, plastic carrying cases. I'm only going to have one. We're getting there. Like that. Looks about done to me, that. Let's get it properly plated up, shall we? This is where I tend to drop things normally. I'm alright, thanks mate. I will do, thank you. Nice to talk to you, Kyle. You know, it's missing beans. Here's some I prepared earlier. In fact, I only want a few. Just, oh yes, nice and warm. That looks spot on. Get some of that stuff tidied out of the way. I reckon that'll be my thumbnail as well. Could have done without the rain. It's not stopping me from dipping my bread in though. It's gone cold. The butter's stuck together. I'm just going for it. What do you reckon? Perfect conditions for it. I'm not sure you can beat full English. Everything's nice and warm. Coffee might not be. Not really. Oh yeah. Black pudding's good. Where's the other bit? It's hiding. It's hiding underneath my egg. So I don't like beans. So I got bean shamed. So I put a post on my Patreon earlier on. I got a bargain Joby Gorilla Pod with the phone connector, not this particular one. £1.50 from Morrison's, and I put a picture of it on my Patreon page with the receipt thing. And Daniel, I'm gonna name and shame you. You bean shamed me for buying Morrison's beans. Said I'm worth more. I don't like beans. Only with egg. In fact, you know, beans on toast is my nightmare meal. And Joe knows that if I ever walk home and beans on toast is on the table, she wants to divorce me. Try the sausages. They look a little bit less cooked than I would have liked. They're hot and they're cooked. So this little pan support, it fits nice, but you don't get lots of heat from that particular burner. So cooking takes longer than it does with something like a Soto Windmaster or even the Minimo. I love mushrooms. Even wet mushrooms. I've not prepared, have I? But I'm out here looking at that stunning view. Nice clear blue skies. In fact, I don't even know where the rain's coming from. I think that's what getting outdoors does for me. Well, I know it's what getting outdoors does for me. My happy place. Well, let's try the bacon. So because I've not got a table or anything, I'm eating everything with just a fork, which is not ideal. Good bacon, worth paying the extra for. If the rain gets any faster, at least I won't have to wash it up. Oh yes, saved a little bit of bread. That will be for mopping up. This is messy. Daniel, those Morrison's beans were bang on. Come on, let's wash up. Really enjoyed that. Minimal washing up to do. I think I'll do that when I get home now. So when I was just finishing off my fried egg, I did actually run out of gas. So I wasn't filming at the time though. But what do I think about this setup? So for boiling water, the flash is brilliant. For cooking with, I just didn't think there was quite enough power, unless it is this pan or whether the gap is too high. Whoop, thought I'd lost you, boy. But it's done a job. It just took a little bit longer than I thought it would take. You know, if you want to do a steak and get the pan really sizzling, I think I'd have struggled today, especially with a little bit of a breeze that we've had. So we're on the back end of Storm Benjamin, although it's not too windy. There's a little tree there swaying. Not a lot around here. Right, I'm going to get all of this packed up and head home. Got to pick the gaffer up from work. Thank you for joining me for a little bit of breakfast. Hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, all that kind of thing. If you want to, of course. Hopefully I'll see you in the next one.